The instructor was introducing firearms. The man, who had been trained in sniper tactics since he was young, was instantly captivated by the weapons on display. The soldiers in front of him were all elite, but they still had a gap to bridge to meet the standard. So from now on, they had to let go of their previous honors, empty their minds, and start learning all over again. The new recruit didn't really agree with the instructor's words. He thought if they didn't meet the standard, what exactly was the standard for a sniper? Faced with the recruit's challenge, the instructor didn't get angry. Instead, he was pleased. He acknowledged the abilities of the group and then posed a question. Among them, no one had ever actually killed anyone. Hearing this, everyone fell into deep thought. In times of peace, their marksmanship was all trained in simulations. If they were sent to a real battlefield, how would they perform? The pilot immediately stepped forward to argue. In response, the instructor just smiled and didn't explain further. He understood that those who hadn't experienced it would react this way. He then ordered everyone to go back and change their clothes. This left everyone very puzzled and full of curiosity. The perceptive man, however, noticed that the bespectacled guy hadn't said a word. This also piqued the curiosity of others, and he had an uneasy feeling. Just as the two were chatting, the instructor arrived and announced they would gather in 5 minutes. Their conversation was cut short, but the man had already guessed the answer. After everyone changed into their new outfits and assembled, the instructor led them to the mess hall. But it wasn't mealtime, and he had a sly smile on his face. Inside the mess hall, bowls of tofu pudding sprinkled with chili peppers were placed in front of them. Facing such a tempting dish, everyone swallowed their saliva. All the instructors were present. As the instructor gave the command, everyone was eager to dig in. But the man looked back at the instructor. The instructor's eyes had a mysterious glint, and the man was even more certain of his guess. At that moment, the instructor was looking at them, and only these two people understood that something was off. Everyone boarded a bus. It turned out they were going to witness an execution. The pilot finally realized their destination was the execution ground. After everyone got off the bus, they were told it was a drug lord they were dealing with. There had been attempts to rescue the ringleader, but the area was heavily guarded by public security and armed police. Even a special forces team wouldn't stand a chance. Then, in front of the new recruits, they were told they could see the bullet hitting the back of the condemned prisoner's head and were instructed to watch carefully as the death row inmate entered the execution ground. However, the man noticed something unusual. There was a glint of light reflecting from the bushes. Could it be that someone was planning to rescue the criminal?